we all know that the Chicago Bears are going to have to make a decision in the offseason. They are most likely going to have the number 1 overall pick because the Carolina Panthers traded that pick to the Bears, and the Panthers are the worst team in the NFL right now.
Not good at the game of football.
Not very good.
No.
But the dilemma here is are the Bears going to move on from Justin Fields and draft a quarterback, say Caleb Williams? And right now, we have a couple different angles we want to put this. The first one is Dan Orlovsky was asked about what to do in the situation. I think we have the quote and graphic here, Brad, if you want to allude to it a little bit more.
Yeah. So Dan Orlovsky, this is, usually I agree with almost everything Dan Orlovsky says. The dude is always has sound takes.
Mm-hmm.
This one I just don't understand. He said, I think Caleb Williams is a more talented player coming from out of college than Justin Fields was. He's Lamar Jackson, he's Patrick Mahomes, and he's Josh Allen all combined into one. Now, what I will say is, if you want to say that Caleb Williams is more talented than Justin Fields coming into the draft, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But to sit here and say that Caleb Williams, especially after the season we saw from USC,
not impressive.
Is all three of those guys combined? Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Lamar Jackson's Heisman Trophy winner, just absolutely, like, you look at his college footage and his entrance into the league was absolutely insane. He went 6-1 that year. I just don't see how Caleb Williams is going to do that and have the same type of numbers. The Josh Allen, I could see him maybe having a Josh Allen type of rookie season where Josh actually made it into the playoffs, was out the first game against the Cowboys. This notion that he's all three of them combined makes no sense to me. That's a bit bold.
Yeah, that's the boldest thing right there, is that you're combining the top three of the best quarterbacks in the world into one player that's never played in the NFL.
Yeah.
And that's even unfair to Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, dude, you are the best quarterback to ever play, ever. Because Josh, we've seen what those guys are doing at the pinnacle of it. And that's the part that I just don't understand at all, Zach. I mean, it's
me and Brad, we talked about before the show. Trevor Lawrence got the same sort of treatment, and he was seen as he's going to show up. It was the tank for Trevor. He's showing up, and he is going to change the face of your franchise. He is going to be Patrick Mahomes. By year 2, you're going to be going to Super Bowls, everything. Trevor Lawrence is a top 7 quarterback in the league and is one of the bright young stars of the league. But he kind of feels like he didn't necessarily pan out because he didn't
live up to the hype.
Yeah. So it's weird. Even though when you look at it, you're like, Trevor Lawrence, what he's done for Jacksonville is incredible, and he's one of the top talents.
Yes.
Coming in, he was supposed to be, he's Patrick Mahomes by year 2. And that's so much to put on these guys because, one, when you're drafted first overall, you're not going to a talented team. This is one of those rare instances where it's another team's first pick, so he's got more talent around him. But still, it's hard to put that pressure on, like you were saying, and expect him to, okay, once we draft you, we're perennial Super Bowl contenders. That's not how it works. So it sucks when they put the pressure like that on these guys of, he's Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, all them combined, because like you said, he just had a good year for USC. Just let him develop and take the pressure off them.
Yeah, and on the other side, Rock, we're going to play a video here because
does the accountant in you, the capologist in you, view this decision?
Yeah, it's an absolute no-brainer. And I like Justin Fields. Let the record show this is not an anti-Justin Fields. This is called the salary cap. Something I tried to explain to D. Wood a decade ago. Obviously, I didn't do a good job.
You didn't care about it when you paid him.
Yeah, exactly. So let's be clear, Greeny. Bryce Young, the first pick in the draft, averages $9,488,000. Justin Fields, plus or minus, will be $35 to $40 million a year. Daniel Jones, and let's say it's Atlanta in a trade. I'd rather have Caleb Williams, who has higher upside, in my opinion, plus roughly an additional $30 million a year to improve the team. Here's the context. Gardner Minshew this year is making $1,750,000. Daniel Jones is making $40 million. Context matters in roster construction.
Okay.
All right, so Rock, I ask you here, if you were the GM here and after hearing Mike Tannenbaum, former NFL GM, What would you do? Where do you lean in this situation?
I honestly don't know, man. I really don't, because Justin Fields last season showed flashes of how good he could be, how explosive he could be with his legs and with his arm. But this season, we really haven't seen that Justin Fields. And if you can start fresh, and if you can start what's Justin Fields age-wise, he's 24. How old's Caleb Williams?
He is
off the top of my head.
He's going to be like
22.
20. Yeah, I was going to say
22 years old. He'll be 23 during the season next year.
So not that much younger.
If you think Caleb Williams can truly be better than Justin Fields and take your team and your franchise to the next level, then I agree, start over. But I think the Bears have more problems than just at quarterback right now. I think quarterback is obviously the position that everyone's going to kind of throw under the microscope and everyone's going to talk about. But from coaching, from the offensive,
they have no run game.
What's that?
They also have no run game.
Yeah, you don't know who the running back's going to be on any given day. It's like, man, I think there's the Bears have bigger fish to fry. But if you think that, do I agree with Tannenbaum as far as the salary cap and all that, you could spend more money if you go out and get Caleb Williams? Yeah, absolutely. If you think that's going to be better for the long haul and you could build a better team around Caleb Williams than you can around Justin Fields, then absolutely, by all means, go with Caleb Williams. But that's the only reason.
Oh, sorry. I hear what you're saying, Rocco.
Yeah, Rocco, get out of here. See ya.
Take me out.
So I thought you were done with your thought. Like, I hear you on that, and I feel like you took the safe approach, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just calling. Well, I just meant as far as like
he joined back,
telling the GM like well, if you think Caleb Williams is what's going to be the answer for you.
Oh yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah. No,
I'm just saying that I think that's bullshit. I think that you don't like. There's nothing wrong with Justin Fields. The system is what's wrong with Justin Fields. It's not, and you're not going to put Caleb Williams in there and just automatically assume everything. It all gets fixed. Mm-hmm. And the emotional reactions that we saw from Caleb Williams this year shows lack of maturity, in my opinion. And Justin Fields has been through the ringer with the media and knows how to take losses. We just haven't seen that from Caleb Williams. So it's just like, to me, I think that would be the absolute wrong decision. Go after somebody that's actually going to help you build a team around Justin Fields, because he can be that dude. And we saw flashes of that last year. Mm-hmm. And he's also shown that this year with the hand that he's been dealt.
That's what I'm getting at, Brad, with that. With Tannenbaum said, like, if you're a GM and you think that Caleb Williams can be the guy to change your franchise and turn it around, then it's going to be a no-brainer to take him. But I don't see anything wrong with Justin Fields either. I think it's a lot more than Justin Fields is what Bear fans should be a little bit pissed off.
Well, let me ask this question then. Micah Parsons thought, with Justin Fields at the helm next year and with the draft picks that they're going to have, or the draft capital they're going to have, he thinks the Bears not only are going to be a playoff team, but can win the NFC North. Zach, do you think that that's a true or false statement?
It's true. I think in another part that, yes, the cap hit changes when Justin Fields has to get paid. So that's different from Caleb Williams. But the Bears can trade the first pick. They don't have to go and draft a non-quarterback with the first pick. They can trade back 2 or 3 spots, and someone is going to give up a lot of draft compensation for a guy like Caleb Williams. And then you are going to have money to spend. You then have a lot more, I guess, ability to then, you don't even have to use those picks to make selections. You can go and trade those first round picks more. I think it gives you more to do. Like we said, Justin Fields, is he a world beater? Is he a superstar? No, but he has proven that, and he's shown flashes that he can be a very good football player in this league, and you can win games with him. So
in a league where we've seen lack of I don't know what a better term is other than production from quarterbacks this season. How many teams that would kill to have Justin Fields right now? You know what I mean? So I just think that, and I can't wait to have this discussion as we get closer to the draft, because it's just going to be awesome, and I can't wait to watch all that. But man, I would feel super angry if I was a Bears fan and they did this. They just got rid of Justin Fields for Caleb Williams. They're basically just grenading your,
especially if you can get like a Marvin Harrison Jr. to add to that. Like, you can build a very nice. I think that's what Michael Parsons is getting at, is like all of a sudden a DJ Moore and Marvin Harrison Jr. wide receiving room is very nice. Cole Kmet at tight end.
Mooney.
That's stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good team. That's
Hey,
good off.
Rock, real quickly, we'll move on. You think Parsons' comments, true or false? You think they can win the division next year if he stays?
I think they can if they build around him the right way.